Hi, Thelma here at Seasonal Crafts and Creations, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Today we are doing episode 6 of I Love Fall Autumn, and today we will be working on wall signs. I'm going to be adding to them and sprucing them up just a little bit. Okay, let me adjust my camera. Make sure you can see. Okay. What we'll be doing to this one is take one of those picks and just bend the pick sideways and then back down. That way you can reuse it. Take your rope, put it right up over it. That way you hang it. And that's what it'll look like. Next, I have these stickers. They're pumpkins. I have 4 of these kind and 4 of these. And I do believe these came from Walmart. What I'm going to do is put the lighter orange on top and bottom, and then the darker orange in the center. Okay, so now peel off the back, or if you need, you can glue these on. If you have to make them out of foam, if you have any foam, you can make the pumpkins and then glue them on. It just takes a second to get the back off. Sorry about that noise. That was my son. He dropped something. And we're almost finished with this one. The longest part is getting the back off. Just make sure you tilt them and don't cover up the letters. But I like this one. It says autumn, fallen leaves, pumpkin pie, happy fall, hot apple cider, family and friends. And don't forget to tilt them just a little bit. That way it gives it a little bit more unique look. Okay, here's this one. It's finished. We're going to set it off to the side. Now the next one. Now you can use any fall decoration that you have on these. And I have shiny pumpkins, glitter. I have it's like a bronze, and this one's orange. And then I have 2 small ones. But first, make sure you have a glue gun and glue sticks ready. Let me get my glue sticks. Now take another, this is the piece of the centerpiece that I just took, undid a little bit of it, and you can use another pick, and see how that was, that little centerpiece. And then I got some leaves, and I just put it right up like that, and those leaves, just readjust them. But you get you some glue, and put a fair amount on. Now, I'm going to put both these right there. And watch your fingers. I accidentally just put mine right on top of it. Just squeeze down, or push down, I should say. You can't squeeze down. I'm just trying to make sure they both are in the glue. Okay. Now, just hold down or push down and adjust your leaves. You don't want one going over the happy. It can go over a little bit, but not over the whole word. Okay, I do believe, now, just in case, let's go up under there and squeeze some more. And we'll do it to both sides. Now we're doing not the leaves that's on the bottom, but the centerpiece area right here. Just lift up on that. And now we're gluing this, making sure it gets glued down too. And keep this up here, what you hang it with. You can always change this and put some of the rope too. Okay, I think that's ready now. Let's get you some ribbon. Put a little bit of glue on it. Just let it lay up against. Now crunch this like this. Put a little bit more on that one. I'll show you again. Put some on that. Normally you would put it on the thing that the way this is with the leaves and all that. There. Now let me show you. See how it goes up and down? Just do that to all of them. And the last thing on this one that we're doing, let me get some leaves out. Put this back under here. I'm debating if I want to put leaves going around through here, or the pumpkins. Okay, let's put pumpkins. What I'm doing, I'm putting a glitter pumpkin there, and the same one here, one of these over here, and down here, and then these little ones right there, and we'll overlap that one. Again, just take off the back. And these will be about finished in a minute as soon as we get the back off. And I have one more, and then I'm going to show you how to use one of these outer parts and make a pumpkin. I wanted 3 little ones, but I couldn't find another little one to put overlap like that. So 3 would look nice if you have 3, but don't forget to overlap it. Turn this up. And this is how it turns out. Okay, now I'm going to show you the other one that we just did. And this is how this one will look, hanging up. Now the last one, I have one of those red trucks. Red truck. And what we'll do, make sure that you can see, okay. We're going to leave this on here. And here's another pick. Now, and some of those leaves. Get you some leaves. Because the one that the pick that I chose was one, see how it's got reddish looking leaves, and I think it looks real good with the red truck. But first let's glue on the leaves. Put quite a bit on there. Now let's set get your strings. If you get any strings of glue, don't want that on there. And I'm going to see if I can snip this right off. I'm not going to be using this again once it's glued. And see how easy that was? Just snip it right off. And then bend this so the bottom leaves doesn't come off. Just bend it like that. Now put more glue. You want quite a bit of glue. Get back. Go on, you can't come up here. My kitty cat wants over here. Now, put one of the green leaves up like that. and just lay the center of the pick. Now put some more glue on top. Okay, now we'll have to lay this aside, and I'll show it to you once the glue dries. But first I have some pumpkins. I'm going to put these pumpkins right here, like that. Well, I'm going to have to glue this one on because the paper's sticking to the pumpkin. Just put it right, the tail light, put it right above it. Let's see if this one will. Let's see if this one will work. Sorry about that. Somehow the train was going by, and the table started shaking a little bit. And there, and this is how this looks. Okay, let me move these leaves. So I'm getting ready to show you how to make a pumpkin. You need a piece of cardboard bigger than one of these pumpkins. Let's see here, I might have cut it too short. No, I cut it just right. Okay, now take your pen or marker and just trace around. Okay. Now get your scissors. Get some sturdy ones that will cut the cardboard, and just start at one end and cut it out. And that's how to make a perfect shaped pumpkin. And in a second I'm going to paint it. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Just cut straight up. That way you have all that extra out of your way. Now it does get a little tricky at the corners. just take your time. If it's your first time or you're not real good at cutting, get someone else to cut it out for you. If you have issues with your hands. And we're almost finished with the cutting. Okay, this is what the pumpkin will look like. Okay, this is what it is like when it's cut out. Now, get you some paint. I'm using Waverly chalk paint, ivory, because they were out of the white. I just stuck my finger on the lid. I'm painting the whole thing white, and then we'll go over it. I'll show you how I'm going to tone it down or blend some colors in it. If your cardboard has wrinkles in it, just go through and fill them in. That way, as you're painting, you'll probably have to put 2 coats on. Go all the way to the end. But if you put a thick coat on, you won't have to put 2 coats. And have a cardboard like I do when I paint, or have it laying under you. That way your workstation doesn't get paint on it. And go in one direction. Don't go all over the place unless you're filling in those little cracks where if your cardboard is bent. Yeah, my son picked this, my Waverly paint out as some of my birthday gifts, because it was just on the 7th, and he got me a lot of art stuff, not art, but craft stuff, and a bow maker, one of those to help you make bows. They have, it's called a Bow Genius at Walmart, and it's only $17.97. And they have more on their online website, but they cost a lot more. That's the only kind they had in the store. He said he wanted to get me one of them other ones, but he wouldn't have been able to have got it in time for my birthday. But I think they have that order one day and then it's there by the next. You can in-store pick up. I'm not for sure. Maybe they just didn't have it in stock. Okay, now any spot you see that needs to be gone over, like mine right through here, it needs it. Just pick one spot to hold it down with. That way you just have to fill that in where your finger is. Now, fill that spot in. Now it's finished. And all we have to do now, let me pick out my colors. Thought I got paint on me. I have real brown and territorial beige, but I think I'm going to go with the brown. Put you some brown on your palette here. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little. And set your paint over by it. Now get you some on your brush and dab it in just a little. It doesn't have to be a lot, just to make that a real light. It's giving it a lighter brown, see it? And what you do with that, brush your brush off, get you a little bit. I have a hair hanging, one of those paintbrush hairs. Make sure you have them off if you've got one loose. Now, see how these come up? Just go like that. And go real softly over it all the way down. Make sure you barely touch them dent spots. Now on the other one, go this way. I'm just widening this out a little. Doing the same over here. Now let's do around the edges over here. I'll blend it in, make sure it blends into a nice even spot. See how it goes right there? Now get a little bit more paint now to the other side. Got too much paint. Don't get a lot of paint or it'll drip or it'll make too much in one spot. Just get a little. And just lightly brush it on. It doesn't have to be even on both sides, but I've got one of those OCD things sometimes that kicks in, and it's got to be as perfect as can be. Okay, now get some of that brown and brush it over top of on the stem. Okay, let's see if it's dried yet. Okay. Now while this is drying, because I'm going to show you how to put a thing on the back so you can hang it on your wall. Oh, and if yours buckles up, just hold it and bend upwards with it. And there you go. Okay, I'm going to show you how to paint a pumpkin metallic. It's going to be metallic, leave the orange, then gold. So you will need 2 brushes. Let me get a better brush. Now these brushes I picked up from Walmart, and it's the variety pack. There's 25 pieces in it, and it was like $5. Okay, get you some, this is antique copper, and it came from Walmart, and it was like $1.98, I think, and the other one is metallic pure gold. Now they do have a gold in the 50-cent kind. And if you want, I have orange here. This is called Harvest Orange. Instead of just using, if you don't have an orange pumpkin, you go antique copper, orange, and then pure gold. But mine's orange, so I'm just going to leave it that color. Now get you some, you don't need a lot, because you can always add more. Always shake it up good. I forget that sometimes. Put the lid back on my chalk paint before I end up having a mess. In the comments, leave if you like making things. like I just made with the pumpkin, and I'll come up with more ideas of things to make. Like on Easter, I made a bunny holding a Easter egg, and um, use a Sharpie, to get back to this, use a Sharpie and just trace. Now, mine has gold on top, so I'm not painting up in there. But if yours is plain, go all the way up here. And remember, as you're painting or doing this, if you make a little error, a mistake, like say that little line, don't worry about it. Nothing's perfect. All pumpkins are unique and different in their own way. That's just how they grow. So, and it's yours. It's unique and perfect. So let's get started with the copper, or you can paint whatever color your first color is. You can use it. You can use blues, pink, purple, any color you want. And if you don't like it, you can always go back and repaint over it after it dries. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and do the copper, all of it. There's copper, orange, gold, and then copper. That's the best way to do it, is to count like I did. I'll show you, just it's easier just to and get all the lines out of the paint. Just make it more prettier if it's smooth. Okay, I'm on the last copper. Okay, now, and make sure you have a rag, because some of your paint brushes will let you get all the paint off, out of it, or most of it, and you can reuse it, because as you can see, there's none coming out now, or off now. Let's see, so it's copper, orange, and then gold. Leave in the comments what colors you use on your pumpkins, and I'll end up buying the colors if I don't have it, and on one of my videos I'll make one like that. And see how the gold you can see through? Go ahead and put on a second coat. And when this dries, you'll have to put on another coat, or it's just going to look like orange with a little tint over top of it. And don't go all the way on the bottom. Do like I'm doing. That way you can set it and it won't stick while it's drying. Okay, mine's finished. We will let it dry so I can show you how to go over a second coat with it. Get the paint out of this too before. Now, while we're letting it dry, let me grab my gems. And I want to show you how you can dazzle this up a little, unless you like it like that. Let me pick out a color that will blend. These are gem mesh. They come from the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure you could probably get them somewhere else too. But all I do, and I think I've found the color I want to use that would blend. This has green on one side and like a yellowish gold on the other. All you do is first you decide if you want to put it on. Let me see, it might not even. Okay, what we'll do is cut straight up the center to get the yellow. And you can use the green on something else, maybe on some of your small pumpkins. I made a video before this one. I think it was episode 5 and episode 4. Yes, it was 4 and 5, and of I love fall autumn, and it shows you how to put these on these. So what we do here, we just put it together in sections. Okay, it's not going to work. I am so sorry. I thought since it worked with the other pumpkins, but since it's the curve here, it's just not going to work. But we can put some up here. Now, if you want to go little flower by little flower every 2 and put it on, then you can curve it. And I just can't do it in the video because it would make this video probably, 2 hours long, just for, and I think everybody would probably get bored. I am going to see if it goes straight. Would look good. These might work. Let me play with it for 1 second. They do. So I'm going to snip this off. Put your glue going down and at an angle. Now, it's my first time, I guess you figured that out, doing this one. I just like to dazzle them up a little bit. I love playing around with things. See how much we need here. 2 more. So all you do, you just cut up and then cut over. Okay, I'll just cut that off, and we shall use it up here on the top. You waste nothing. If I couldn't use it, I'd put it up and use it later. Like some hair from the glue. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. And cut 2 more little ones for the stem. And we will put 1 more right through here. Let's see if we, wrong side. Let's cut so much. Going up it. At this point, you don't have to measure, lay them down and measure. You just cut off so much. I'm doing like I did with that one. And you just keep cutting straight up. You can use this on bows too. I watched some of my bow making videos, and I made some bows with these on them. And if you can't find it, just message me in the comment section, and I'll look it up. I can't even talk. Look it up and find out which video it is for you. Look at that. I didn't even measure it, and I cut out the exact size. Get any strings that you get from the glue. Got one right there, okay. And there. Ouch. Be careful and don't touch that glue. I touched it with my knuckle, my thumb knuckle. Okay, I do believe, let me look and see how that looks there. See if these are dry. Okay, those are dry. The little pumpkin that we painted. So, let me see if this would look good going. And we're going to do the end too. All you do is just cut straight up. Okay, about right to there with the glue. Make sure to just turn it as you're doing it. And push in. You don't want them overlapping over the side. Now, let's get just a few more pieces. Maybe 6. To go down to there. And again, push it over. You don't want it overlapping over the end of the pumpkin. Now, I'm going to turn this around and do this end. Keep looking for my, I usually have my scissors on this side of me, but my glue gun's over there. See how this works. Okay. It will go about right there. Well, I had a piece of glue string stuck to my thumb and didn't know it. And just, ouch. Get that glue. Okay, make sure none's going over the edge. If it is, just pop it back up. Okay, now we just need just a little bit more of the gems. About right to there. Okay, now some more glue. Alright, let me raise this up, show you what it looks like. Sorry about the noise in the background. My husband just got home from work and he's fixing himself something to eat. That's what it looks like. Now, lay it on its back. Get some of that floral wire or some Chanel stem. Either one. I can't pick it up. The wire, just take it and twist it. To make a circle. Twist it around about 3 or 4 times. Make sure you bend both ends back. That way it won't come loose. That's what it should look like. Now get you some glue and put on it. And then put your wire or Chanel stem in it and put some more glue on top of it. And that way you have a nail hook. Let me show you. Well, you have a little nail hook there. Well, I don't think you can see it if I'm out of the camera range. Right there. Okay, now to get back to this little pumpkin here. Now after you you want to get some of these gems that we just used, the gem mesh. And on this one, I'm just doing 3. I'll show you. I'm not putting 2 coats on right now. I might touch it up later, but I like the way mine turned out. And what you do, if you have gold sparkle up here, you measure this off starting right here. And you go down to about right there. And then you cut it. Now, let's see. I'm going at the first one on the left hand side of the first color. I'll show you let me get this camera back down. Forgot to lower it. Now just bring all the way down, push in on every one of them. And this is my first color. I had the antique copper, orange, and gold. So now on this side, in between the gold and the copper, I'm putting another one. So just get your glue. Well, I need glue stick. Get your glue. And these are normally in my store at the Dollar Tree in with the floral, the normal all year round floral section where the ribbon and all that is. And that's where it is. And then here's copper, orange, gold, and there's copper. So it's going in between this one. So all the way down. What did I do with it? There it is. Now, get any of the string of the glue off. And here's this one. And again, if you're interested, check out episode 4 and 5, the ones that I did with the pumpkins, and you will see how I made the I can't remember, but it's 3 pumpkins on top of each other with flowers and gems, and a larger one with 2 pumpkins on one on top of each other. And it shows you how to paint checkers and 2 different colors. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It really makes my channel grow. And subscribe to my channel so you'll have me in your subscribers section. Anytime you ever want to watch one of my videos, scroll down, click on my name, it takes you right to my channel, and there's everything. And leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this episode, and if there's anything that you would like to see me do or paint in your color, and anything. I look forward to hearing from you. So I hope you have a happy and safe day, and until next time.